Yes, it says that I'm live, so that means you should have came in the room and hit the like button. Let me capture your attention just for a little while. I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. Let me just capture your attention for a few, and let me know that you could promote your content everywhere with me for only $100. I promote your content on my X, my Facebook, my YouTube community, my Instagram stories, and my threads for only $100. Hit me on the DM at Doggie Diamonds, at Doggie Diamonds. Let's make it happen. Promo going out this week. Get yours. $100. I don't care if it's your t-shirt, your YouTube, your music, your new album, your video, whatever it is, your book. $100. Also, if you want to get interviewed on a platform, hit me on the DM as well. We could work that out. All right? So, without any further ado, let's go. Okay. I'm here. Young Yalla, what's up? Sekhmet Herbs, what's up? Y'all should blame Sekhmet Herbs for that Ferg Brim interview. Because he wanted that interview to come out. He's one of the people who asked for it for years. And don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Okay, I'm here. Yes. But I don't care what nobody says. I'll put out what I want to put out. Bay Area checking in. I don't even know how to mute my phone no more. I know it's Sunday night. It's late. You know what I'm saying? People be mad at me for some content I put out. They be pissed. Oliver Young, what's up? Yes, you got to make sure. I'm here. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes. Yo, I gotta start. I'll tell y'all in a minute. EC, what's up? I got water. I just got out the sauna. Greg Hemi, what's up? Superstar Rel is in the building. Brooklyn Show, how are you doing? Y'all should all be here with me tonight because there ain't nothing else going on. The Knicks won. Y'all don't got no more sports to watch. All right, I'm coming on the camera now. I don't have time for another part 2 to launch and nothing like that. Let me get my shades. Oh shit, the camera is too low. There we go. And don't think I ran out to buy a Knicks hat. I looked at my closet, and if y'all know my closet, y'all know I got about 90 snapbacks in there. So I looked in there. I didn't even know I had a Knicks joint. I said, oh shit, I got a Knicks hat. I got a Nets hat. I got everything in there. But I wear like the same 5 hats because, you know, I don't really be trying to show off when it comes to, I think sometimes when dudes be too fashionable, it's cool to be fly and it's cool to, you know, be coordinated and nice. But sometimes dudes be taking it, be looking a little feminine now. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be doing too much. Like, I don't know, men, we supposed to be clean. We supposed to smell clean, look nice. But the way dudes be taking it now a little bit, it be a little too feminine now to me. So I don't be trying to OD. But I'm a dude that got a lot of clothes, mad sneakers and all that. But that's when you going to do you. I don't feel like you should get dressed to be around a lot of men. So we could be sitting there looking at each other like, oh, look, his son got on the. I don't know. I think that it used to be a particular time when men got dressed to impress women. Like, you know, you get your face cleaned up. You know, you have on a nice outfit. You get your hair cut for women. Now it be seeming like dudes be doing it for other men. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want no compliment from dudes. Let me just keep it real with you. I don't want no compliments from dudes. Don't compliment me. Not in this day and time, because they done messed that up. Men, you don't know. And they could be complimenting you. You be like, yo, what you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like even me testing out, like, if I post a picture on Instagram, it's the niggas. that be just commenting. They just won't like it, say, yo, what's up? That's what's up, my bro, home. They be like, smile, or you look like, it's like, yo, whoa. I don't want no man comment. Not that I'm doing it for women either, but god damn. Y'all dudes be. I ain't with it. Don't come at me with that. I'm not with it in the least little bit. But get the likes up too. Get the likes up. I need y'all to hit that like and hype the video as well. So I wanted to talk about something tonight because, you know, we can always talk about sensationalized things that's going on in the culture. You know, this happened with this person, that person. Maybe I should do that all the time, but sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I like to talk about what the hell I want to talk about. Things that's relative culturally to me. So, you know, when I'm not on here, I'm working on stuff and I'm doing what I'm doing. But I like to look at the landscape of the culture. And whether we like it or not, we all make up the culture, right? We make up as people who listen, as people who create. You know, many of you are creators in my chat. Whether you have your own YouTube, whether you rap, whether you whether you do anything, you are creators. So we make up the culture. And I feel like when I look at the landscape of the culture, I can't say that I really like where it's at. And a real, whatever your name is, that's your opinion. You didn't even hear what I have to say, but you know, no, rap podcasts are not and never will be gatekeepers. Okay. Just wait for me to talk and then you could give your opinion if you so choose. And I prefer you to put it in a super chat. So then it'll come up on the screen and I'll read it. Because the super chat is open and the Cash App is open. And besides what other people say on their platform, I accept donations. I accept super chats. Money means a lot to me because money is what keeps the lights on. And crowdfunding is a thing. So when people be trying to shame people saying niggas is begging and all that shit, say what you want. Say what you want. They are interviewers. You talking to the interviewer, the originator of the interviewers. How could they be interviewers when I was interviewing all of them when they wasn't interviewers? How are they interviewers? So you think everybody with a podcast is an interviewer? What the fuck is an interviewer? And you talking to the head starter of the interviewers about what an interviewer is. This is what I'm talking about. But it's people like you who talk and don't know what the fuck. I wish you knew what the fuck you was talking about. They're not interviewers. Everybody with a podcast does not interview. And interview who? This is what I'm talking about. Who do they interview? This is what I'm talking about. If you don't interview new people, if you're not interviewing and introducing new people to the culture, you are gatekeeping. I interviewed all them. I introduced them. A lot of dudes wasn't popping when I was interviewing them. Did you not hear Tony Yayo say, yo, we had to go to Forbes. We had to go to Doggie Diamonds. Did you not hear him say that? So if I gave them the opportunity because I have a big outlet, why are they not giving nobody else an opportunity? That's what I'm here to talk about tonight. Because they can only talk about each other, but so much. They don't give you game. They don't tell you about contracts. They don't tell you about negotiation. They do not tell you about royalties, points, publishing. They don't tell you about bad deals. They don't tell you anything about the culture to help the new people trying to get in the culture. They talk about how much can dudes talk about each other. That's for one. For two, if nobody is making music, what is there to talk about in music? That the fact that A$AP Rocky had a thong on? Dudes is talking about Diddy jump off? Jay-Z Afro? That's hip hop talk? That's hip hop talk. And I'm not talking about the veterans, the Vlad, the other people. I'm not talking about any of those individuals. I'm talking about people who came into the culture later on as rappers, and now they don't talk about anything that's good information for the new people that's coming in the culture. That's who I'm talking to. Like how when people wanted to do YouTube, they might come to me and consult with me, and I say, yo, you got to do this with your channel. You got to do this, that, and the third. So a basketball player, let's say a Richard Jefferson, let's say even KG and Paul Pierce, they talk basketball. I watch Gil's Arena a lot, right? Gil's Arena would be like, yo, they trapped. They had the 1 and 4. Now, if you are a basketball player, you understand what they're saying because they're talking basketball to the basketball audience and other basketball players. So when they go on the board and they draw up stuff, look right here, he trapped. When they go to that board and that's what artists are supposed to be doing. What artists on what platform that have a podcast schooled you to what a 360 deal is? What artist on what podcast told you what mechanical royalties was? Who told you what points is? Who told you what recouping is? Who told you about when you sign the deal, you don't get the money? So when they say, I signed $1 million deal, you think you got $1 million. They don't tell you, no, you have $1 million that's in escrow for your project. Everything you do gets invoiced to that account and then they have to pay it. They don't tell you that. Why the fuck I gotta teach you that? Why I gotta show you these things? But y'all always looking to them as the saviors and they show lit when they talking about bullshit. And you're artists. Many of you who watching me are artists right now. You need to know these things. So if they all interviewing each other, and they all hanging with each other, and him interviewing him, that's interviewing her, that's interviewing him, how does that help you? How do you learn? How do you get anything when you're seeing each other, when you're seeing dudes interview each other, that ain't giving you no game that you need. So they want you to go through the pitfalls that they went through. Aren't we as people who are veterans that went through it? Isn't our job to stop the other people from going through what we went through? When I lost my channel, I got demonetized. Did I not make a video how to not get your channel taken? And I went through a step-by-step showing you, do this, and don't do that. I seen Easy the Block Captain. I seen another brother, I can't really think of his name, and another female, all got their channel taken the same way I got mine taken. I put the information out there. It's not even behind a paywall. It was out there for free. Because I don't want y'all to get y'all channel taken. I don't want one thing about me, whether I like you or I don't like you, I'm not into taking food out of nobody's mouth. Whether I like you or I don't like you, it ain't my call whether people support you or feed you or not. That's between you and the people. I might say, listen, I don't rock with said person. I'm not cool with said person. So if you support them because you want to. Don't support them because you think you're doing me a favor. I do say things like that. But I can name the artists that you never saw before that you saw with me first. I can name them. I did Dave East's first ever interview. Cortez's first ever interview. Fetty Wap. You didn't know who these people was. But I heard them and I was like, okay, bring them on. When y'all was telling me I was interviewing nobodies. Everybody started out as a nobody. That don't mean they deserve a chance. And fuck it. If we going to be in a situation where these people feel like, yo, to be on my platform, you got to pay me X amount of dollars, say that. But everybody started at zero. Everybody, none of us was born with a silver spoon in our mouth. None of us was born that came into the culture with this, that, and the third. Everybody started at zero. Everybody. So when people hit me on the DM, yo, you got to do this, that, and the third. I'm not here to say, oh, I don't want this channel to make bread or this channel shouldn't get this and all that. I don't recall that. I forgot I interviewed Cyrock. I did so much. This is my 20th year on YouTube. I forgot I interviewed all of these people. I really forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot I interviewed Cyrock. I forgot. I completely forgot. I think that was 2017 or that might have been Forbes Day. So that might have been before that. I forgot. And I was getting dissed for that. Oh, you interview nobodies. Everybody started out as a nobody. If you look at my story, one day somebody was like, yo, we don't care about Benny the Butcher or these Z-list rappers. And I said, well, in 3 months, I want you to come back and apologize. Where's my apology? Everybody start out as a nobody. Everybody starting out just wanting a chance and their voice to be heard. I like the up and coming rappers more than I like the established rappers, because once the rappers get established, they get stingy. You know what it's like to want to be heard. You know what it's like. That's why I charge only $100 for promotion. Yo, I have very, very large numbers on all of my platforms, everything. I charge $100 because it's not really about the money, but I got to take something off you, because if you're going to take money and go smoke and drink and bullshit, you could put money into your career. So it's only $1. That's why I only charge $100. I know some content creators that charge you $500 to put the shit in a story for an hour, and people are paying it. So sometimes I say, damn, am I not charging enough that's making people think it ain't worth nothing? Am I shortchanging myself? But I'm like, no, I believe that everybody should get a shot. And then when I put up stuff, I never be like, it's for y'all to decide. People hit me and say, will this fit your platform? Everything fits my platform, because it's up to the people to decide whether they like something or not. It's not up to me. I don't make that call. But if you're watching these guys, and shout out to everybody who got an outlet, right? Because I'm not singling nobody out. I'm not mad at nobody for what they do, but I'm just saying, what happened to the music? Because all right, let's look at this, right? So if said rapper has a platform, right? And they want to talk about music, are they actively still doing music? Most of the time, no. So who is there to talk about? If we're not talking about the new people doing music, even if it don't have to be a new rapper either, it could be somebody that's a veteran, that been in the culture, that's still doing their thing. You have artists like Terminology, whether you like them or not, got 60 albums. Terminology has 60 albums. 60. Which one of these outlets have he been on? Because I interviewed him before. So as podcasters, our thing is to talk about Diddy's meat. Jay-Z's afro? They was talking about Jay-Z's afro more than it was the freestyle. Rick Ross was in commercial. That's hip hop shit. So to me, in my opinion, that's why the music is suffering, because it's not enough music talk. And it is outlets that want to talk about music. But then people talk about the music and then nobody watches it. You see how concerned they was with Diddy? Even 50 BM got mad press. I didn't watch that tape. I didn't watch that. I don't know what happened on that tape. I didn't look for it. I didn't watch it. Didn't do it. But she got mad press. So you got the little bit of websites that's left that's reporting all of that. You got the bloggers, because there's no such thing as a blogger, right? Because when you get on camera, it's called a vlog. But people keep calling themselves bloggers. And I'm going to say again, blogging is written. Vlogging is video. That's what the V is for. Vlog. Vlog is video blogs. Now, let's take it to battle rap. There's no fucking battles no more. So now the battle rappers are vlogging and doing videos. What are they talking about? There's no battles. All they're talking about is how battle rap is dead when they're responsible for killing it. There is no battles. Who's battling? So why is it a million battle rap podcasts if there's no battles? What exactly are y'all talking about? Because even when they get battles, they don't promote the battle. Oh, I didn't get paid for promotion. So look what happened to battle rap. And as much music is coming out by people, we seem to only talk about people that are mainstream and that have this big buzz. So niggas would be Draked out, Kendrick this and all that. I'm like, yo, y'all don't get tired of talking about this shit day in and day out. That's why I don't go live every night. That's why I don't do content sometimes. I'll be like, yo, what is we talking about anymore? There's really nothing to talk about. There really isn't. So that's why dudes start in for Chico Low. Exactly. That's why dudes start attacking me. That's why dudes start talking about other people with YouTubes, because you don't got no content. I don't have to talk about nobody with a YouTube, because I thought once we get on this side, is this side against that side. We are the people who talk about the people who create. And we big up their creations and say what we like and dislike and put it to the fans. But then nobody's creating no more. Nobody's creating. Who's creating? And then the creators who are creating are getting overshadowed by the people who don't create that talk about nothing. Because if y'all want to play grab ass and talk about your old times, and please, some of y'all dudes who've been in the culture for 30 years and all you talk about is your yesteryear shit and what y'all used to do, and y'all part of these main groups, and now y'all niggas is looking washed and set, please cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. We don't need y'all sitting up there talking about some yesteryear shit like y'all still got it the way y'all had it. Because a lot of y'all don't. And I don't care what camp you from. This is not 1997 no more. This is not 1995. You got a lot of people bust their ass creating YouTubes, creating content, creating music, and they get overheard and overshadowed by old bullshit ass stories that don't matter no more. Once you start losing your teeth and you start walking decrepit around and your belly is big, you need to tap the fuck out and pass it to somebody who's really care about their health, care about their looks, and care about the culture. Stop holding on to shit and you washed. It's over. Because truthfully, a lot of these dudes don't put nobody on and don't help nobody because they still trying to hold it for themselves. And Jay-Z get all the blame and nobody else is putting nobody on either. But we blame Hov for everything. It's Jay-Z's fault. Rock Nation did it. But what about all these other niggas that don't put nobody else on and don't put nobody else out? What about them? Where's all the Queens rappers? Where's the new Brooklyn rappers? Where's the new Bronx rappers? Where's the new Harlem? Where's the Staten Island? Where's the LI? Where the Yonkers dudes? So are we still holding people in high regards for what they did 30 years ago? What about the people who's busting their ass now? That's all I'm saying. And if you're not going to rap no more and you're going to become a podcaster, then talk to the new rappers. Do for them what I did for you. Because when I do it, oh, he always interviewing nobodies. Or who the fuck is this nigga? Nobody want to hear from this dude. We only want to see this, that, and that. Yo, and that's what messed it up. And the DJ has completely got erased out the culture. The DJ has completely got erased. You said crickets? The DJ has completely got erased from the culture. So if everybody is talking, what the fuck is niggas talking about if there is no music? And the music that's being made, people feel like they don't have to talk about it because they're not big enough. Your numbers ain't up. How are they supposed to get that then? And again, I'm saying, if you are Jaundice, I appreciate that. If you are a platform that charge, tell the people you charge. Somebody might, listen, to get on this show, I charge this. People might have to pay it. Because believe it or not, I know everybody secrets with the DVDs. Niggas just wasn't getting on DVDs. Niggas was paying $7,000, $8,000 to get on them DVDs. I know. But for the culture to move forward, we need more YouTubes with guys that are trying to push the culture forward, because we'll just ignore dudes. We'll just ignore dudes. And New York rappers, can I talk to y'all real quick? The next one, I know this is gonna hurt. I know nobody want to hear this. I don't know who started the trend. I can't put my finger on it. But there's a trend. And I don't really want to blame New York, but that's all I really see doing it. Other people might be doing it, but of course I'm gonna know my region before I know any other region. There's a trend of redoing music. If a song was a classic, leave the fucking classic alone. And you hear what I said? If a song was a classic, leave the classic song alone, because all y'all doing is fucking shit up. If you're not gonna do that classic justice, leave the shit alone. We don't want to hear no classic shit with no drill drums on it, with you taking the original beat and putting it. We don't want to hear y'all doing the song over and changing the lyrics around a little bit. Yo, leave the shit alone, man. It sounds bad. It's horrible. And I don't even know how I make it out the studio. As an artist, when you create, your job is to create new classics. Make new history. This shit is corny, man. To me, I don't know. Maybe y'all like it. Man, if you take an old beat, flip it, and do something fine, but why would you do a fucking song over that we love and it's not better than the original? Rarely is it ever better than the original. That shit is stupid. If you flip a beat, fine. But just doing the same shit over, come on, man. This shit is corny. And it's New York. It's the new dudes, the middle dudes, and even the fucking the veterans. Like y'all forgot what creativity was. You forgot that you go in the studio, you want to hear the best beat, and you want to write your best rap to the best beat. You don't want to go in there and be like, yo, man, give me that Leaders in the New School scenario. I'm about to kill that joint. And you start like this.
As I combine all the juice from my mind, hit it, bring it back on rewind.
What make you think we want to hear that shit? We'll just listen to the original. And then you got these offbeat, stupid drums and all these hi-hats everywhere, and you doing that shit over. We don't want to hear that shit. Y'all fucking it up. I'm telling you, you're ruining classic records. You're ruining it. Ruining it. Leave the original fucking record alone. Shit is dope. It is your job to create a classic on your own. One thing I learned from Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh said, it only take one record to change your life forever. Your one record ain't gonna be that nigga record over. It ain't gonna be, because we just gonna go to the original. And if you're a veteran artist, what happened to biting? You know, it was a particular point in the culture, there was no biting. Now y'all just biting. Like literally just biting. That was a big thing in the culture. Oh, that nigga had on that? I ain't wearing that. Well, the nigga did this? I can't do that. Why? Because he just did it. He beat me to the punch. Damn, I was going to come out with that. Now niggas is like, he did it. I'm going to do it too. That's not how that worked, man. As a creative person, I see somebody do some shit and I be like, yo, I don't want to do that now. Why? Because he did it. They going to think I'm biting. I mean, am I too hip hop thinking like that? Is biting allowed now? Should everybody just bite? Should everybody just be like, yo, let's just bite. Fuck it. Get what I'm saying? There is no biting in hip hop. That's like one of the earliest taboo things in hip hop is no biting. Even when artists go on press runs, sometimes I be in a press run and I be like, I don't want to do no press run. I don't want to do that. I don't want to see a person on 800 platforms and then, because think about this, right? And I'm not singling him out, but I'm just giving you an example. To me, Large Professor could be, in some people's opinion, top 5. It varies with me. Maybe my top 3, top 4 doesn't switch. When we start getting 5 on, it might switch. Of course, number 1 to me is Pete Rock or Marley, depending on what time. But Large Professor is up there, right? He's up there. But we got the same, we're going to say Pete, Primo, Dilla. But then I'm going to have my personal favorites when I start saying Easy Mo B, Buck Wild, my brother. You get what I'm saying? None of them made beats like each other. That's why they are up there. That's why we look at them as where they at, because they didn't bite each other. Premier and Pete Rock used the same sample a few times. Let It All Hang Out by Adore. That's a Gangstar song. If y'all listen to my Easy Mo B interview, which many people didn't, he helped Mobb Deep with the sample for Give Up Your Goods. But it don't sound like Pink Cookies. So that's okay. But this is what make these men great. Just like How High by Red and Meth is represented by Granddaddy IU. It's the Ballad for Joe Louis by the Crusaders. Same sample. But Eric Sermon didn't do it like Easy Mo B. Now we got people doing the exact same shit. Like, yo, who did this shit? Oh, this person did that. Damn. So niggas just don't say, let me just bring a new sound, or so let me just do something different. Dudes don't do that no more. So that's why people will say, people will have Havoc up there, because what the hell sound like Shook Ones? All of them got one. But when we hear these new artists, no, not new artists. When we hear these artists, we don't know who made the beat no more. Because it sound like some shit we heard. What the nigga just redid that nigga shit. That don't count. You don't get no points for that. You don't get no points. So now, AZ got Do or Die 3 out. But we're talking about Life's a Bitch. So fuck his new album. That's all I'm seeing. Fuck his new album. Large Professor went on Vlad. Vlad asked Large Professor 19,000 Nas questions. Do you know who the fuck Large Professor is and what he did? You could ask Large Professor about Large Professor for 2 hours and get information from Large Professor that's relative to hip hop. But even the interviews became about the next nigga. So we're not going to talk about Friendly Game of Baseball. We're not going to talk about the Vagina Diner album. We're not going to talk about The Streets of New York by Cool G Rap that he did. We're not going to talk about none of that. We're not going to talk about the Ghost production that he did for Eric B. and Rakim. We ain't talking about none of that. We just going to talk about the fact that he did Live at the Barbecue with Nas like 30 years ago. That shit is a disservice. So why isn't people like Large on mad platforms? Because they still be active. And I don't know if you notice, it seemed like all the podcast dudes, and the reason why I say gatekeepers, because they start interviewing each other. They start talking to each other. My favorite Large Professor shit is Mad Scientist. When I first heard that shit, and chill. I don't want to chill. I just want to ill. No, I don't want to ill. I just want to chill and wrap my hand around a $100 bill. Now that sample is the same sample that De La Soul used on their album. Did you know that? Same sample, but it don't sound like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think Cam has a dope show. I think Let's Rap About It is a dope show. Why the fuck are they still talking about verses? You got niggas with podcasts who beef with each other and keep talking about each other. It's not really content to me because we could fucking talk about y'all talking about each other. But who's the next dude in Harlem? Shout out to Far Rockaway. We act like it ain't no artist in Far Rock. We act like since Chinks and Stack passed, it ain't no artist out there. Lord Superb, shout out to Lord Superb. What about Far Rock? What about Staten Island niggas who don't want to be Shaolin niggas? What about dudes who just want to be, yo, I'm from Staten Island. I'm from New Brighton. I'm from West Brighton. I'm from Manners Harbor. I'm from Stapleton. I'm from Park Hill, but don't want to be Wu-Tang. What about them? So they got to come through that in order for us to fuck with them. To be from Harlem, you got to be Dipset. To be from Yonkers, you got to be D-Block. What about all the rappers from Southside Jamaica, Queens that's not G-Unit? Where's they out there? Because if they repping these crews and these crews don't put them on, what hope do they have? Hollis, Queens. What about Hollis? So you mean to tell me the only people from Hollis is Ja Rule and LL and Run DMC? Where all the Hollis rappers at? Hollis, Queens is one of the most memorable places about hip hop. That's where Run and Russell Simmons is from. I asked on Twitter the other day, do Def Jam still exist? Remember everybody wanted to be on Def Jam? Where's the Detroit rappers at? So Detroit was just D12 and Jay Dilla and Slum Village? You know how fire Detroit is? The whole Midwest musically is fire. The whole Midwest. Where the Canadian rappers at? You mean to tell me Canada only got Drake and Tory? And again, if these artists want to come into the culture and you want to charge them, then let them know that. Because I'm going to be real with you. The new thing, I ain't trying to fuck nobody money up. But we got to tell the truth. The new thing is dudes rapping with the drop mic. And I don't want to single nobody out, but we see the new shows now, the On the Radar, not to single them out, but we see that. But what good is doing videos and freestyles if it's not on DSPs? What is this shit? Yo, you know a lot of people do videos and do music and it's not even available. They metadata all incorrect. So with these guys that have these platforms, they should be saying to people, yo, make sure your metadata is correct. Do y'all know what splits are? Do y'all know what the percentages are? When you do a record and you got 4 people on a record, do you know what the producer get? These are valid questions that I want y'all to know as the audience. But I shouldn't have to use what I got, because I'll be looked at as a goddamn nobody, or, I ain't this and I ain't that. While some people could go live and have 17,000 people watching them and they never taught you shit. And this is what I'm saying too. If people can't teach you nothing tangible that you can actually learn from and say, oh shit, I'm going to implement that, why do y'all watch them? Because any of us could talk. Any of us could talk. But how many people could go in Photoshop and show you something? Could go in CapCut. Could go in any of these programs and show you. Let me show y'all something. Right here, you see below the screen, that's Photoshop, that's Sony Vegas, that's this program, 2 browsers, and look how many tabs I got open. All of that is shit for learning. All of that is something that I could show you. But it's like nobody really cares. The job of the culture has become talking about shit that's non-existent, because the music is non-existent, and the dudes who's making music busting their ass, nobody gives a damn. So what is everybody talking about? The fuck we talking about niggas' baby moms for? That's hip-hop. To talk about what chicks is getting cracked, that's hip-hop. It's like dudes is waiting tonight, hoping something happened so they can have something to talk about tomorrow. Niggas is like, yo, we need a topic. So again, and shout out to the Punchline Academy, because I will give them credit. They'll have people that you never saw before rapping. They'll have veterans, but they'll have people you never saw before. That is one of the drop mic shows that I like. Because they'll have people that you just, they'll go to different areas and get the people from the area. I respect that. But what happened to the DJ? Do y'all even listen to the radio anymore? Remember how important the radio was? So New York City, who is the DJs that you listening to? If you make records, right? Hear me out. And I'm going to sum all this shit up. If you make records, after you leave the studio with your record, now let me give you my process. I'm not doing vocals. I'm just creating the beat. But I got to mix the beat. I got to mix each instrument, everything, the drums. Everything got to be mixed. Then I got to master it. That's what I do. Right? Then I got to turn it into Wave to upload on the DSPs. Of course, I get all the money, all the splits, because it's only me, right? But you as an artist that's watching, when you create music, after you leave the studio or your home studio, whatever you did to record, why nobody is teaching you or showing you what your next step is? So if Michael Jackson, he must be talking about me. Bullshit. If Michael Jordan didn't teach Kobe, would there be a Kobe? Because remember, Kobe used to call Jordan and say, yo, big bro, how did you such and such? Michael Jordan, he's secure in his situation. He a billionaire. So if sad rappers is up and your situation is good, why can't nobody get through you and get into the culture? What record labels is in New York? Holla at me. Who you signing to in New York? Holla at me. So after you leave the studio with your music, Where the fuck are you going? Because you don't got no DJs no more. There is no more blogs. There's no DJs. There's no blogs. You can't get on no podcast. You can't do no interviews. You put it on social media. Everybody scrolls past your progress. Everybody. What's your outlet at? But then you're fattening the pockets of people who just get in a bag. And don't get me wrong, everything should be about getting to money. It should be. But when getting money is more important than preserving the culture, then what happens when there's no culture? What the fuck is niggas talking about? Like I said, I'm not going to be talking about Diddy me. I'm not going to be talking about your fifth such and such. That's not content to me. Content to me is, all right, this is where we're going. This is where the culture is going. This is what's happening. Bad Vibes in the building. And see, even somebody like Bad Vibes, right? Bad Vibes is from the first generation of the street organization known as the Bloods in New York City, right? Bad Vibes will school you and talk about that, tell you the pros and cons of that life. So he's necessary to talk to the little dudes that want to be like what he don't even want to be like no more. So if an artist has a platform, why they don't talk about the music? And I know why. Because most of these artists with platforms done stole from a lot of they niggas. They stole from a lot of niggas be getting sued behind the scenes. Y'all just don't know that. But I know. They done took niggas publishing. They done took their songs. They done took their image. They done took their style. They done took a lot. And then abandoned the music business. The new record label is podcasting. And anybody that used to be with them don't have no outlet no more. That's just the truth. I'm sorry that some of you dudes that y'all love and worship is fucking creeps. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, y'all be holding niggas in high regard that stole from their own niggas. I'm sorry. Remember, a liar is a thief and a thief is a liar. I'm sorry. I know y'all be worshiping niggas because nigga got to the bag, nigga fly. He getting money though. Niggas be stealing. Shout out to Mandu. You understand what I'm saying? These dudes, because I knew about Bad Vibes before I even talked to him. Think about it, his name is Mandu Warrior. So when the misconception based off of commercialization of the street organization called the Bloods of New York, the commercialization had nothing to do with the brothers in jail. Because the brothers in jail was going at it with police more than anybody. They were fighting police. When you see a lot of them brothers and they don't have, some of their teeth is out and they got scars and they was in the box for 7-8 years, they was fighting the police. Because the police was doing dudes dirty. And when he seen his brother getting jumped by the police, he jumped in. But y'all wouldn't know that because we was taught, man, all gangs are stupid. You dumb if you do this. No, you dumb if you a certain age and you still doing that shit. You dumb if you out here in the free world with free will doing shit and you don't have to. Then you're dumb. Because you could be from a neighborhood. That don't mean you got to do what niggas in the neighborhood do. I'm from neighborhoods too. If niggas is on the motherfucking corner drinking and smoking, yo, what up, y'all? Where you going? You know where I'm going. I'm going to work. I don't work how y'all work. I don't bop how y'all bop. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not enough talk about what's being done to push culture forward. It's talking about, niggas is talking about shit that's not going to help. And I talk to Goo all the time. I talk to Goo all the time. In the motherfucking, listen, the court cases is nasty. And y'all be sitting there watching niggas and I'll be like, yo, do y'all know that this nigga stole everything from his man? And then when I come out and I expose shit, niggas be like, yo, you a hater. Nah. Rule number 1 is no stealing. If you take it, that's one thing. Yo, if somebody strong arm you and you weak, yo, as long as it wasn't no old lady or no kid, yo, that's just what it is. Nobody like a sneak thief. Nobody like a paperwork thief either. Nobody like a sneak thief or a paperwork thief, and nobody don't like men who go back on their word either. Because if I'm really your brother and your bro and you say you love me and we this, that, and the third, fuck you. Why you trying to take from me? And this would be going on. But you know niggas would turn their head because you like the nigga earrings or you like this chain. And niggas be having on 100% slum. Shit don't even be real. But you know, you look at shiny shit. And y'all base success off of materialism. So if somebody had a car or somebody had a crib or whips and chains, you just automatically think they lit. And Goo could tell you it's niggas that y'all love that'll call him for $50. It's niggas, yo, niggas be popped out here. Niggas be popped. You'll see niggas like, nah, I grew up, I don't care about nothing. You care about that shit. You just pop right now. You popped. And even when you in the culture and you popped, right? Even you in the culture and you popped, that's a lesson to teach, yo. Make sure you do your taxes. Make sure you get this looked over. So when I bring these people on and they say, yo, nah, we had the same lawyers. That's why I'll never look at J.R. Ryder like a real nigga. Because that was your time to say, yo, I got done dirty. I had the same lawyer. Cam gave me the same lawyer that he had. The same lawyer that he had that drew up my contract, looked over the contract for me. That's a conflict of interest. That was a teachable moment for y'all, but the niggas be getting scared, hoping that a nigga who oppressed them, throw him a bone. And that's most of these niggas' problem. They still want to be with the niggas who did them dirty. I reward niggas with disrespect, with distance, because some people, I know they moms or they kids, so I can't pop their head off. So I just be like, yo, I don't rock with dude. Why not? Yo, I ain't even going to get into it, but I don't fuck with dude. Because if I tell y'all why I don't mess with certain niggas, you be like, word? All I say is, yo, when you see me move away from somebody, move with me. Because I don't fuck with certain niggas because they thieves and they liars. But when I put the information out there, niggas would be like, yo, damn, why y'all couldn't talk about this behind the scenes? Because the nigga did it publicly, so we gonna talk about it publicly. Listen, man, everything we knew don't exist no more. You want for your brother what you want for yourself. I done put people before me like, yo, I done had credit cards and was like, yo, let's, yo, I'll bust the credit card right now. Because we don't got no money, but I got this card. I activate the card for your kids to have a Christmas. That's just how I give it up. But nobody should do without because we not doing what we gotta do. We should never be, the kids should never be in the same situation that we was in because we men, we gotta figure it out. Ain't no fucking crying. Ain't no damn, man. Every time I turn around. That's pussy. That's bitch talk to me. Nah, you gotta figure it out. We was little. Yo, we would go pack bags. We would go pump gas. We'll collect cans. We do whatever we had to do to make ends meet when we was little. So how niggas be grown ass men and don't do that? Talk about, nah, son was supposed to. Another man got you not feeding your family? Another man not doing something for you is why you couldn't make something happen. Another man can't promise me something. I ain't no bitch. If you went off another man's promise, just think about this, men. You can't sell no promise to your family. All this, yo, I'm waiting for this call, or son's supposed to do this. That's how you gonna feed your family? That's how these dudes are in the culture talking about who they gonna help and who the fuck they gonna put on. Niggas ain't putting nobody on because when they gotta put people on, they've been promising certain people shit for 20, 30 years. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, you're not top of the list. You might get some trickle down, but nigga will bust up some money, bust up some liquor, eat a steak in your face before he give you shit. So that's why I don't depend on no man for nothing. I'ma figure it out. Rest in peace to my brother Mel. Only reason why I don't think about my bro and be sad, and this is my physical brother. I don't be sad because I always think about the jewels and lessons that he gave me for the time that he was here on this plane. And he said, yo, you got to figure it out. And shit used to make me mad, but he was, yo, you got to figure it out. Got to figure it out. You mean to tell me all these platforms with ex-rappers or current rappers, like, do y'all niggas still rap? Or do you get to play with rap when you feel like it because you got a name? You get to play with it. You get to, I'll put out a song, I heat the streets up. What about a person who's trying to change their life via their talent? And then you want them under you so you could steal from them. I got music for sale. I'm not giving nobody no beat without no paperwork. I want everything in writing. Everything got to be in writing. Everything got to be in black and white, man. Handshakes don't matter no more because niggas got greasy palms. I don't even shake niggas' hands. I don't even touch niggas' fingers. We fist bump and that's it. Everything got to be on the up and up. Everything got to be on the up and up. Because is you praying for shit, niggas is praying on you. You're absolutely right. They got a brand. They could put out a record whenever they want to. You don't have that luxury. So when people hit me and they be like, yo, how much for an interview? Niggas be like, for real? Yo, bro, it's not about the money. But I got to do certain things to keep the lights on to have an outlet for you to do an interview. Shout out to Gongo for setting off that super chat. He said, I got a rapper client that we all know took him 35 years to see his first royalty check. His own friend was lying to him about royalties. This is what I'm saying. That we all know. And of course, Goo has his clients. He got confidentiality. But the stories is bad because I know of people that I brought to him. Yo, Goo, could you look into this person publishing for me? He'd be like, yo, damn, such and such is stealing this publishing in Europe. Just like that. You got niggas who make up dummy companies from it, but now they podcasters now. They acting like they ain't do shit. Oh, I don't even deal with the music industry no more. Yes, you do, because you collecting the check every 3 to 6 months off your man. You don't even know it. Some niggas is sitting with each other. Some niggas is cool with each other, still riding for each other, still pumping each other's shit. You don't even know that nigga been stealing from you for like 35 years. It's just the truth. And I know this is no filter. The truth is not popular. The truth is not cool. Nobody really want to hear it. And people will be like, name names. But listen, man, when people tell you what people do, you don't care because all the nigga got to do is do something you like and you forget about all they fucked up ways, actions, and deeds. Niggas could do whatever they want these days. You done seen niggas rap. You done seen niggas do all types of shit. See, you said he never signed up to ASCAP or BMI. Let me tell you something. It's ways to get around that. ASCAP and BMI or CSAC is not your savior because a lot of times they don't be on top of your shit. It's deeper than ASCAP and BMI. But how could the people that's hurting you supposed to teach you? Because everybody who had a podcast had an artist, right? Where they artists? If everybody you know has a podcast that rap, where's the artist? Shit, that's the cheat code. I got a podcast. You my artist. It's the cheat code. Niggas don't even be pushing nobody. So again, I ask you, how is the culture supposed to move forward if there's no music? If there's no music. Goo will tell you. There's a female artist. That's sung on hundreds of records. Thought they was signed. Don't even know that they was signed as a session singer. And I feel bad. And I always speak to them. I always speak life into them and encourage them because they don't even know. They're not even entitled to no money. They not entitled to shit, and they own some of your favorite records. They had no clue because their lawyer was their lawyer. Their manager was their manager. And the work for hire could be $50. It could be $100. And you on a platinum record. You don't even know. But if I tell you, you still gonna be on certain niggas' dick. Because you've been blinded. And depending on how popular certain people are, is whether you're gonna turn your head because you've been conditioned. They didn't even know. A lot of y'all don't even know what a conflict of interest is, because a lot of times when I talk, I get argument and I get feedback and I get pushback from people who don't even know what the fuck they talking about. People who've never stepped foot in a record label in their life, who's never had a record deal. They never had a record deal. They talk about what they heard. They talk about what they think, but they don't know. So it's all twisted because those are the people who run their mouth a lot. And it's some horror stories that took place. And Goo would tell you that one of your favorite people said, I'm just doing what the white man taught me. I'm just doing what the white man taught me. That's how terrible this shit is. Ron Royal Gaming, you could say stay independent, but what does that mean? What does independence mean when you have no outlet? Do you know one of the most popular groups just got money for a record that they did over 30 years ago? That's the shit they should be talking about. But they start protecting each other. They just got money for a record they did 30 years ago. That niggas be buying houses off you. These niggas got podcasts now. This is shit they should be teaching you and telling you. So if we listen to, let's think about this. If we had the Madison Square Garden freestyle, which was Big Daddy Kane's show, all we know from that freestyle, where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8. Love that shit. We love that. We remember some of Tupac verse. But did you know Scoob Lover also rapped on that? And Shaheem? And Kane? So if the records get put out and these other people, because we think it's Biggie shit, right? It's not. Now he's not here, so there's no wrongdoing on his part. Pac ain't here, ain't no wrongdoing on his part. But where is Shaheem shit? Where's Scoob shit? Why? What's going on? So it's a lot of shit that it's a lot of shit that took place. It's Kane shit. You said you gotta have fun with hip hop. The minute you stop having fun with hip hop, it becomes all bad. No, the minute you don't get compensated for your work, it's all bad. Nothing is fun that you should be getting paid for. A&R administration was the most important at the labels. They did all the royalty paperwork. That is absolutely incorrect. That is incorrect. That's not what A&Rs did. The royalty paperwork? What the hell are you talking about? They didn't do no, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. The deal is anything you do, you should get paid for. That's it. This shit ain't about fun. We do this shit for a living. Some people do this shit for a living. And then what happens is when many of us get put in situations, you have people that say, go get a job. My job is not to put out content. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, it's up to y'all. Y'all the audience. Y'all the people who push all of this forward. Don't think your voice don't matter. And when you use your voice for shit that, you know, that you want the answers to. Even if you handle your business, again, you said, are you definitely got to handle your business, man? If you don't handle your business, man, they're going to get you. They're going to get you if you handle your business. That's what we're talking about. Because it's a lot of things that you don't know. And they're not going to teach you. Right now, if I go to BK and I go to a star and it's a kid out there rapping and I sign him, what am I signing him to? But he'll be happy to sign with me because I'm Doggie Diamonds. And he don't know that I just took everything. I could get that nigga $4,500. He gonna go get him some reefer, some liquor. And they don't understand the game. But how could I teach somebody something if I plan on stealing from them? You know, the person who robbed you don't tell you they're robbing you. You do know that, right? Just like a lot of dudes thought they were signed to record labels when they were signed to production deals. Do a lot of these dudes tell you they signed to production deals? Did a lot of these dudes tell you that they're still in some record deals that they've been in for 20 years? They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. Yo, I've been in my deal for 13 years. Just telling you. But they still acting like they lit. And niggas is got beat. Like, yo, listen, man, tell the truth. Just tell the truth, man. The truth is, let me tell you something about the truth. The truth is so freeing. Because that's why when you see niggas, they be looking all washed up. They look like they aged fucking 30 years and 2 months. That shit eating them up. They do an audit on a record label. They do audit on a production deal. They do audits on a lot of shit. And they be like, damn, man. Nigga owe me $100K. I done lost my crib. I done lost everything. And the man stole $100K from me. I needed that. But they be scared to talk. Why? Because gatekeepers start putting in a bad word for them. That's why I don't depend on men. Because if you steal from me, I'm going to fuck you up. I don't care who you are. You steal from me, you getting your ass whooped. Fuck it. I don't eat, nobody eat. Ain't no lawyers. Yo, that nigga stole me. Who did what? Nah, you ain't gonna be sitting up living in the gated community and I'm back in the hood, pop, repping your shit that I can't even use to my advantage because you own it. Nah. Listen, I'm not there yet. I don't forgive people who do me wrong. I know people be like, forgive them for yourself. No. I ain't forgiving no nigga who stole from me or who did me dirty because they said fuck me. So I'm supposed to forgive the person. So say, let's hypothetically speaking, like Max B said, a nigga clunked me in my head with a bat and I got a piece of my fucking scalp missing. And every time I take my hat off, somebody say, yo, what happened to your head? Oh, nah, such and such bust me in my head. I forgive them? So every time somebody asks me, what happened to my damn scalp? And I got to explain it, I'm supposed to forgive the person who bust me in my head? No. We not doing that. No. And how can you forgive if you can't forget? That's the age-old question. People be like, you forgive, but don't forget. Yo, half of my dome could be missing. And you telling me to forgive the person who clunked me? And they somewhere bragging at the fact that they clunked me? And you say, nah, you got to forgive for yourself. I didn't clunk me. That nigga did. I ain't forgiving that nigga. That nigga bragged about clunking me. How could you forgive if you can't forget? If every time you put on a hat and you got a dent in your hat because you got a little piece of your scalp missing, you just gonna be like, my shit normal. No, this nigga hit me in the head with a bat for nothing. Fuck that nigga forever. So when people do shit to me and they're being malicious, I don't forgive them. Because had it had worked, you would have just been okay with it. Some people only want forgiveness when they get caught. No. Had it had worked, you wouldn't be like, yo, we got to, it would fuck to me when niggas be like, yo, we got to have a sit down. Nigga, you ain't no mob boss. We don't got to sit down and do nothing that we can't do over the phone or FaceTime. If it was fuck me, then it's fuck you. Okay? I don't get past that. Because I don't like how I feel when niggas do foul shit. Because now I got to contemplate, damn, but I know this nigga mother. Yo, I know his kids. Damn, I'm just going to go my way. Nah, we got to talk. Talk about what? No, I was wrong. When did you decide that? When did you decide you was wrong? Because you was wrong and strong. You was living on it. I can't forget. Look, I guess I'm forgiving you because I ain't wrapped my hands around your throat. So I guess it's cool. But just leave me alone, man. Go your way. Just do what you do. I'm not trying to hinder you. I'm not fucking with you. But go your way because you broke something that can never be repaired. There is no comeback from betrayal. And you watch niggas in this culture betray each other, and then niggas be, nah, that was some wild shit. You don't steal from your people, man. You don't undermine your people. Anything that anybody's supposed to get, anybody that they entitled to, just give it to them, man. Just give it to them. You're going to get yours. Just give it to them. You feel better. I don't forgive nobody for shit. I don't. But it's y'all duty as people who's watching these guys to push the envelope. Because maybe they, all right, I don't give niggas an out, right? But I'll say this. Maybe some of the people want to show you shit and teach you shit. Maybe they don't think you want it. So what you do, you go on a Instagram, you go on the YouTube comments and ask questions. And only accept the answer from them. So when you see the Let's Rap About It show, you go in the comments or you go on his personal page and you say, yo, Fab. Fab is my bro. I'm not singling him out. But you say, yo, Fab. You still sound the clue? You still on Def Jam? Are you not releasing music because you don't want to or because you can't? Because I support you in everything. But I need to know what terms or what terms not to sign when I sign a contract. Because that's a teachable moment. Again, when I got demonetized, I did a whole fucking video showing y'all, don't let this shit happen to you. They got me for my email. I clicked some shit in the email and they got me. Don't do it. And then I told you the steps to avoid that if it happened to you, how to avoid it. Even if you click the email by mistake. There's a way to get around that. What did I do? I give it to y'all again. How about that? How I avoided getting my channel taken forever. The first thing I did was I paid for my email. So although I got the email for this channel, I also have info at Doggie Diamonds TV. I have info at Doggie Diamonds TV. Info at Doggie Diamonds TV is a service that I have for my website email, but it's through Google Workspace. Right? Google Workspace is a paid service. So when my email got hacked because I clicked this stupid shit, I was able to prove that it's my email because I pay y'all MFers every month. I was able to show the last 4 digits of my credit card with my name. Info at Doggie Diamonds TV was connected to this channel. I pay y'all. This is me. This is my identification. This is the last 4 digits of my credit card, and this is my channel. They gave me my channel back. So I tell everybody, get Google Workspace and pay for your email if you have a YouTube channel. So any event that you happen to lose your channel because somebody hacked you, somebody phished you, look up what phishing is. You can show and prove I pay y'all every month. This is my shit. And they're going to give you your shit back. Do you even know that it's a chat? Did you know that it's a chat? That you can chat with them? But I don't have 400,000 subscribers. I don't have all of this shit. I don't have all that. But I'll still give y'all the information because many of y'all are trying to be content creators. Many of you are content creators, but this is what they doing to us that don't know. So somebody who know is supposed to tell y'all, because even if you have more subscribers than me and get more views than me, who gives a shit? That don't mean somebody got the right to take your shit. The first person through the door gets shot. So are we running in the jukester spot? If I run in there first, I'm going to get blamed. So I ran through the YouTube creation door and they got me. Appreciate you. They got me. Go to Google Workspace and connect your website, all of that. And even when you book consultations with me, these are the things that I tell you. These are the things that I show you. Because it is my duty to tell you this. So when they got my channel, you had niggas who made content about it. Then you had niggas who say, yo, I'll help you with your channel. Philly, what's going on? West Philly in the building. You get what I'm saying? So again, if you just came into the room or you listening, Google Workspace is your friend. It's about $12 a month. Buy your email. Connect it to your email that goes to your Gmail account that's connected to your YouTube. It's the same. So if they email this given email, it's going to go to that same email box. When you get that, if any event of your channel being taken, you can prove that you own your channel because they take money from you every month, whether it's out of your bank or off your credit card or off your debit card. You can show, hey, look, same name, same debit card, same credit card. This is my channel. Somebody this, that, and the third. After investigation, they gave me my channel back. That's what happened. So please do that. Please do that. Google Workspace. Google Workspace. If you want your YouTube channel, do that. But on that note, I was going to play y'all some new music, but I don't feel like it now. I'm tired. You know what? I think I'm going to play a little bit of my outro again. I love it that much. And I was listening to, you know how dope it is to listen to your own album and your own music? I don't even got to listen to music no more. I could listen to my own shit. So this beat, this could be for Rick Ross. My outro could be for Rick Ross. Forbes DVD started it all. So I'm going to play this beat. I'm going to just play a few bars. But this is the outro for my album. As I listen to it, I'm like, yo, this is some raw shit. And I'm only playing it because if you need beats from me, hit me on the DM. Check this out.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Just a few bars and I'm gonna cut it off.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Damn. I love that shit. I love that. All right. Until next time, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Hold on. What is this? I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Oh, yes, I do.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
This always in my Nas bag. I'm like, if I get to Nas, it's over.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
I forgot about this beat.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
All right, one more. I made a beat for a commercial that I be talking on. Yo, you know what I listen to all day? I listen to this all day. No, that's not it. Is it?
Doggie Diamonds did this.
This is one of them I listen to all day.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yeah, that's one of them I listen to. I listen to that all day, but it's another one. I think it's this.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
This is for sale too. The last few beats I played is for sale. This is Black Thought.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Black Thought.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
That's what I'm about to do tonight. Work on some music.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Of course, I did some Griselda shit. Y'all want to hear it? I love this shit. I got to shorten something though. Oh, this is the commercial beat that I did. This is my commercial beat that I talk over.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's for sale too.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
That's for sale too. All right. You said Griselda bag. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
This for sale too.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Y'all wanna hear some hard shit? Hold on, pause. I love this beat though. I've been listening to this shit all day. Watch. This is on my album though. Y'all can't get this. This is from my album. This shit is hard. Where is it? It's called Sinister. There we go.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
G to K, what's up, bro?
Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's on my album.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Gotta know how to rap to shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's on my album though.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Watch when this album come out. You ain't never heard no instrumental album like this.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Okay, I can't play the outro without the intro. I'll play the intro for y'all. I'll play the intro. Very short. I could make it longer. If somebody rap to it, I would.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
That's my intro for the album. So sequencing, I got a few ways that I want to sequence this this album, but I gotta stop making new beats because every time I make a new beat, I be wanting to take another beat off of. So yeah. Y'all wanna hear some West Coast shit? Listen, this on the album.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
my West Coast shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
You see niggas crip walking to this, right?
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
Shit make you want to smoke some reefer, right? I don't even smoke reefer. Shit make you want to smoke some reefer. So when I pop shit about music, this is why. When I pop shit about music, this is why I pop shit about music, because I make this shit. This is my music. I'm not even finished. I got way more music that I'm doing, but I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that. Do I got some I got some trap shit too. I can let y'all hear. This is exclusive. Hold on, is this it? No, y'all can't hear that. Y'all can't hear that. Y'all can't hear that one. Is it this one? What is that? No. Damn, what's the name of it? This is it. Here we go. This is my trap shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
So I got West Coast shit, I got trap shit, I got boom bap, I got gangster shit, I got jazzy shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
So that's my trap shit. I'm gonna play my favorite beat for y'all, then I'm gonna leave. I never heard the beat that I talk over for the rundown. This is the actual beat. I gave y'all a little piece, but this is the actual beat. This is what I talk over on the rundown, but y'all never heard the beat.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's my jazzy shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
This that shit that you just think about life.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
I got all types of music.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Go for a long drive to this.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
This is what I talk over. Y'all watch the rundown.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
All right, that's enough of that. What the hell is this? What is this? Y'all don't know what that is? Y'all don't know what that is.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
This is low. Somebody said lo-fi. That's why I play this.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
I told you I thought I was Pete Rock at a point in my life.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
So I got a beat stole from me before. And I stole it back. You might know what this is. I did this first, and somebody stole it from me, and a famous rapper rapped on it, and I stole it back. Here we go.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
Don't never steal from me. I steal my beat back.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
I listen to this all day too. I work out to that. I work out to that beat. No. Y'all forgot I'm a DJ. Oh, yeah. I'm telling y'all too much. Telling y'all too much. But yeah, what the hell is this? Oh no. I talk on that too. I got mad music. I got music all fucking day. And then I got shit that y'all didn't even hear that's not for the what is this shit? Oh shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
I forgot about this.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
I forgot about this shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Forgot about this shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Oh, this going on the album. I made this.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
I forgot I did this beat.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Goodness gracious. I forgot about this beat. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this?
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Wow. Shocked me. I didn't even fucking know. I forgot all about that beat. The hell is that all about? What is this? Oh, I know what this is.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
The drums is crazy on Sizzy.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Definitely going on vinyl.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
Don't ever sleep on the SB1200 in your life. Don't ever sleep on the SB1200. But I've been doing beats since 1993. So I don't want nobody to think I'm just some new guy who, he just doing beats. No, this shit is, what is this? Oh, this is my shit right here.
Doggie Diamonds did this. this.
That's my attempt at some West Coast shit too.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
I'm gonna give y'all a secret. So, do y'all remember the song by the Ghetto Boys called "The World Is a Ghetto"? They do what they do. Remember that part? The living. I think that's actually Dino from H-Town singing on it. But remember what they do to survive. Remember that part? So I got on the keys and I played because it's from the ghetto from a group called War. So being that I was a part of, that's what 927 is, and somebody just asked me, and they said, do you have a copy of the War Click album? That was my group. This is WAR on the phone. So I used to listen to War, right? The real the R&B group, but the name of my group was called One of Them Respected, actually War. So I got on the keys and I played dun 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 dun. So that's what that shit is. I'm replaying The World Is a Ghetto by War, but I really played over the Ghetto Boys version of it because they say what they do to living in the ghetto. So that's what this is. That's all I played. Dun, dun, dun. That's what that is.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
That's what that is. Every beat that I make,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
every beat that I make has a story to it.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Every yeah. I could tell you, cause I don't unlike some other people, I don't, this shit gonna sound crazy, but I don't hear music, I see it. So I'm saying all that to say, thank y'all for your super chat too. I'm saying all that to say, I don't hear music, I see it because I know instruments. So I'll say, damn, that should be a vibraphone. Damn, that'd sound dope if it's a symphony orchestra doing that. So then you just have to find the sounds to match what you see. Then you hear it, but you see it first. So when I was like, I want to do an intro, I gotta have something very, very broad sounding. I gotta have something that sounds very dramatic. And that's when I came up with this. I said I need a symphony orchestra. That's why I did this. That's why this is my intro. I want my album to start with, like, you know what I'm saying?
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
So I wanted, this is what I wanted. I wanted drama, you know what I'm saying? I wanted the shit to start big. But I made sure I had orchestra sounds.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
You know what I'm saying? This is, and then when I wanted to end the album, it had to sound like an ending. So that was this. This just sound like the movie is over.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
And that's why this is the ending. Sound like somebody, that's the ending.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
That's why this is the ending of the album.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
See what I'm saying? It sound like it's over. And then towards later on the beat, the strings get real dramatic. I didn't let it all play. Watch how dramatic it gets.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
So I took you to the West Coast, drill, South.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's the ending. Scarface is laying in a pool of blood.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
See what I'm saying? So when I make music, I see.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
The ending.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
See what I'm saying?
Doggie Diamonds did this.
So that's why, like I said, I say, yo, when I think of a perfect album, I think of a beginning. I think of the intro. I think of the beginning. What is the movie about? Let's get to the plot. Let's do the sex scene. Let's do the climax. And let's get the hell out of here with the outro. That's how I do. That's how I see shit. So again, like, this could be like if you listen to this could be like a killing scene. You know what I'm saying? So this is my what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This is my oh shit. This is that part where you realize, oh shit, they running. You know what I'm saying? This is the part of the album where they run. This is the part of the movie where they running. They running from dudes. Or the cops is chasing them. You know what I'm saying? This is this part right here.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
You know what I'm saying? So when I make music, I need a chase scene. You know what I'm saying? This is it.
Doggie Diamonds did
Or
this.
them loading the guns. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is called Sinister. You know what I'm saying? The original name of my album was supposed to be Interview Scores. So what I was gonna do is for every interview that I did, I was gonna make a song to say, this is the Max B interview score. This is the Rick Ross interview score. That's what I was gonna do. But, you know, I'm not doing that no more. What is this? I did another version of this shit. No, that's a different part. Yeah, that's a different part. That's the outro. And then, you know, then I got parts of it where you might be kicking back. You know what I'm saying? And this is this right here. My favorite beat of all time.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's definitely. Watch this horn.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
My favorite beat. I won't even let niggas rhyme to this shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. 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 Doggie Diamonds did this.
I work out to this music though. I can show y'all how to make a lot of this music.
Doggie Diamonds lead this. Doggie Diamonds did 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 this.
So that was a beat. In 1993, my best friend got killed. And I wanted to make music that made me sad, but made me think, but it still was grooving. And I made that beat in 1996. Don't laugh at me. That beat is from 1996. I made that beat in 1996. And it used to make me sad. Like the music really would make me sad. But it was like it was a commemoration to him. So I might name the beat after him. I'm not sure. But yeah, I made that beat for him because I just we used to listen to a lot of jazz music and I wanted to vibe out. This beat right here was for Sean Price, believe it or not. No, this is the intro. I don't even know if I'm gonna put that on the album. Y'all hear that all the time. This is it. No. Where is the intro at? Is this it? No, this is my trap shit. Oh my God, I love that shit. I love that shit right there. No, I can't hear that shit. I love that shit. Goodness gracious.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
So, I'm gonna tell y'all something else, right? So on my Android, because I had an Android, I would be out in the street humming music. And then I would come home. Now, I can't play the fucking keys. I'm gonna be real with you. I can't. But I can key music, if that make any sense. So what I would do is, I would be out in the street and I would go, I ain't gonna tell y'all what equipment I have, but I have a Roland. So I would come and find the keys. So if you layer music, you take a high, you take a mid, you take a middle, and then you just take the bass line and put it under there. You got the sounds. So this right here. So I remember I remember playing this shit right here, and I was just like, yo, how this shit came out. Yeah. Yo, I remember playing that shit.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
But I'm big on drums. the drums have to be crazy to me. The drums have to be, like, in my mind, I'm a drummer. You know what I'm saying? I even did y'all might know what this beat is.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Y'all know what that is? If you walk it past me, you better tiptoe. Cause that's tiptoe.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's tiptoe.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
You know tiptoe, you know this is it. I just had to 2026 it.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Y'all know what tiptoe is?
Doggie Diamonds did this.
This should be my outro.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's another part of a movie score. Because Tiptoe's song is about tripping. So, when I play, I remember my cousin and them looking at me like, what the fuck is you doing?
Doggie Diamonds did this.
If you know Tiptoe, you know the record.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
It's a record I made called Tiptoe with my cousin rapping over it.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
So, all right, let me get the hell out of here. But to all the producers out there, I want y'all to know that if you have a beat that you play, I'm gonna give y'all a jewel. Don't say I never gave y'all shit. If you have a beat that you played via the keys, it's on MIDI, right? All you have to do, even if your favorite record that you love, everything has MIDI keys to it. So it could be a sample you love. Look up the MIDI version of it. I'm just gonna give y'all that. Don't say I never gave y'all shit. Look up the MIDI version of the song. Every song has a MIDI version. You take it, you put it in your DAW, and you just find the sounds to match the MIDI version. And that's how you do shit over or sample shit over. Just don't say I never gave y'all nothing. If you know how to do drums, then that's a plus. Me, I'm SP1200, so I know drums. Like, that's the easiest shit to do. It's drums to me. That's why all my drums is always going to be pristine. MIDI, M-I-D-I. That's why all my drums is going to be pristine. All my drums going to be fly because I know drums. So you take your drums and you make your drums around it. You get you some drum rolls. You get you different things. But it's a lot of work, but it ain't. If you love it, you going to do it. So if you just joining me here tonight, just remember, if you want to get interviewed, hit me up on the DM. If you need promo, hit me up on the DM. And it's important that you follow me on Facebook, Doggie Diamonds Facebook. That's the name, facebook.com/Doggie Diamonds Facebook. And don't forget this guy has a message for you. Subscribe to my YouTube. Until next time, I'm out. Appreciate y'all. And make sure you watch these videos and share this too and hype the video. Okay, we need to hype some stuff around here. super chat was open. I appreciate all the super chats as well as the cash app. Until next time, don't forget,